Jesus doesn't exist in heaven. There is no being called Jesus in heaven. There is no being. Start from there. 1 John chapter 5 from verse 7. For there are three that bear record in heaven, the Father, the Word, and the Holy Ghost. And these three are one. In heaven, there is no one called Jesus. You find a being called the Word. Why? In the realms of living, in the spirit realms, of which the physical realm is a part, we call it the physical realm, but it's also part of the realm of the spirit. You are named according to your assignment in that realm. Okay? This is why, as a woman or as a man, when you're naming your child, you must be very careful. Okay? So in the earth realm, he is called Jesus. Why? This is where men needed salvation. He is not called Jesus in heaven. Why? No one needs salvation in heaven. In the book of Matthew, chapter 1, as we start going from verse 18 downwards, you shall give birth to a son, you shall call his name Jesus. He will save his people from their sins. That's very important. The name Jesus is a Greek word, Jesus. I-E-O-S-U-S. Jesus. Jesus is a word which means Jehovah is salvation. Meaning, when they were saying, when the angel of the Lord was giving Mary the name of the child, in the name is the assignment of the child. Salvation. It's very important. It's the same reason why Moses means drawn out of the water, because he's going to split the Red Sea. So in the olden days, they never used to give names just by giving names the way we do nowadays. No, because my auntie was called Rebecca and I loved my auntie, then I'll name my child Rebecca. No, we don't do things like that. In a name is the assignment. Adam means father of all living. When Jesus interacted with his disciples, he always changed their names because they were wrongly named. Simon changed to Peter. He was behaving like that because he was called Simon. Because the word name is a Greek word onuma. Onuma means character. Meaning every time you call someone's name, what you're shouting is their character. So if you name a child Mavuto, you now understand the problem, right? You are saying problem. Every time you call the child, you are calling their character. So when a child starts behaving as their character, don't blame the child. You caused it. You caused it. So when naming a child spiritually as a Christian, you have to be very careful. In the Catholic Church, they know this. That's why every Catholic has a Catholic name that the priest gives them. Because whatever you name a child, every time you call their name, you are invoking that character. So we see this pattern. The reason God is doing this is to teach the people in the earth realm to say, whenever you are naming a child, what character do you want a child to possess? If you ever want to know your earthly assignment, ask God your spiritual name. He'll tell you. If you ever want to know your earthly assignment, ask God your spiritual name. In that name is your assignment. It's inside. God encountered Saul, he changed his name to Paul. Very important. If you study the name Saul, you understand there was a problem with that name. If you study the name Paul, Paul means little, meaning humble. He suddenly became humble when his name was changed. Before that, he was killing Christians.